down on everything?
Yeah.
iPads?
Yeah. Pandeli L in the house. Aqua Ghana. Bitcoin ballin'. Bring it to you raw. Here we go. Here we go. Bitcoin ballin', gonna chat callin'. What you need, baby, I got you. Bitcoin ballin', Aqua we all in. It's our time, no more
Monday
sleeping.
blues.
We ballin', we
Monday
ballin'.
rest. Or the Monday.
Bitcoin ballin'.
We're going through the Monday.
We ballin',
What
we
is up, crypto
ballin'.
fan? Welcome back to Sin City Crypto. Happy Monday. I'm one of your co-hosts, David. We're coming at you live from our studio here in Sin City, Nevada with another one of our live shows. Before we get into the content, quick disclaimer, nothing that's said on this channel should and will not be taken as financial advice, so please DYOR. With that out of the way, I'd like to introduce you to my co-host, Big Rob Wassa.
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. Dropping elbows, and I'm dropping intros. How y'all doing? Boom, boom.
Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we are entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take the old, the boring, the stale information. We package it up in a fun and sexy way.
How sexy.
Kind of like your boy here, because you know your boy be looking sweet. How you doing? Haven't done this one in a while.
Yeah, please don't. It's nice when you wear
You like my shirt, bro?
It's all right.
You know, if you wear 3D glasses and you look at my shirt, my titties pop out.
Ain't nobody looking at your titties, bro.
Also, here's Sin City Crypto. We don't just do the live stream. We do the deep dives. This the live stream, though. Check out the deep dives.
Which deep dive should they check out, Robbie?
You know, the crypto.com is pumping.
Pumping.
You know what's in the pipeline?
I know.
Oh, yeah. It's because you actually wrote the script.
We got a deep dive this Wednesday in 2 days on Theta Network. This was one of probably my favorite project to cover and do research on. What Theta is doing is so phenomenal. And I can't wait for you guys to see the video. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So that'll be coming out Wednesday, every Wednesday at 8 a.m. Vegas time is when our deep dives will air. So make sure you ping your notification bell so you don't miss those.
And also, don't forget to come support your boy with a camera switch and also support your boy today on Around the Blockchain. We'll be on BitBoy's channel this afternoon.
Yep.
So if you're not familiar with BitBoy, where the hell you been at? But no, with BitBoy's channel, he does another YouTuber. I'm assuming you guys know who he is, but BitBoy's channel, he has invited us again to be on the Around the Blockchain show, which we ask for our community support to go up in the chat and drop a 1 in the chat when your boy is speaking, because I'm dropping that straight hot fire. Ain't that right, David?
How hot is it?
Lava
Lava
hot.
or
Like
magma?
ain't brush your teeth in 3 days. Hot fire.
That's
bro.
that magma fire.
You know that that garlic aioli, you know?
Aioli is just mayonnaise.
Yeah, aioli is literally just a French sexy word for mayonnaise.
Dude, the French piss me off.
Whoa.
They like,
Whoa.
instead
Whoa.
of mashed potatoes, it's potato puree. Instead of green beans, it's haricot vert. Instead of
Did you say Harry Covert?
haricot vert, haricot vert, whatever, however you say. You know, it's just upsetting.
You know what? Like,
Instead of-
the French
Instead of
are amazing
freaking-
people, okay?
They refuse to put any
They do
grapes.
that
They refuse to put any
creme
grape
fresh
vari-
instead of sour
Yeah,
cream.
exactly. They refuse to put any grape varietals on their wine bottles. You're supposed to know their grape is from what region.
You know who irritated. You know, I like the French. You know, I like the French. I like the language. I like the food. I like their. They're the ones that started the original Renaissance, where they put art and creativity to the forefront. But you know what language does got things all backwards?
The British.
The British, man.
Well,
You know, first of all, why?
First of all, they drive on the wrong side of the road. So that should
Yeah,
tell you everything.
and not to mention that.
By the way, is anyone in our chat
they
from Britain?
call fries chips. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And what's the other one? They call cake pudding. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh,
like,
when they say
like bread pudding. Bread pudding is not a pudding.
When they say I want a vodka Sprite, they mean vodka lemonade. How does that make sense?
You know, I got a question for you.
No, sorry, other way around.
For everybody in England,
I'll have a vodka lemonade, please, and they mean vodka Sprite.
how the hell did you create the language and you don't know how to speak it? That's what I want.
What the hell wrong with you? Tyrone wants to know where are the white women at?
You know, I was gonna say that they also call cigarettes, and I'm like, well, pump the brakes.
Yeah, pump the
cancellation. All right, so
Robin, Tyrone wants to know where are the white women at?
the white women.
Yeah,
You know, we need more women on our show. Period.
yeah,
If there's any women interested in a position, we need diversity here,
that's right.
and we need some fresh perspective. You know,
We do. It was great having Natalie on. It was nice to get that perspective.
The thing is, I just don't have any women in my inner circle outside of my wife. So
Yeah,
it's
'cause no
like,
one likes you.
it's like, you know, at this moment, we're not big enough to like go out and like do a crazy hiring program. So right now, I'm just like, I'm talking to people I know. I'm like, hey, you got some free time to help us out with our show? And so because I don't know any women outside
We
of
had
my
to
wife,
coerce Rocco.
I'm like, yeah. So there you go.
We had to give Rocco 20 Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been
All right. Well, quick shout out to the chat here. All right. So we got Crypto Geek first in the chat. So fist love, fist pump. Thank you.
Fist love.
Fist love. You know what I'm saying? You know, fist bump, bro. Anyways.
It's not. Jeez. All right.
I give fist love out all the time.
Yeah.
Fist
Not
love
the
your
kinda
face,
love
bro.
Not the kind of
You
love
keep
I'm
it
looking
up,
for,
bro.
but hey.
So, anyways, we got Elizabeth in here. Why you loud? Gang. And then you got Brokey Yoshi, Nick, Will, Chef, Olga, Mark and Mark, Brokey Yoshi, HP, James Wheeler in the house.
What's up, James?
And then we got AZ, Stereo 2 on the ones and twos and in the chat. And then we got Nick
And Danielson.
and Tyrone. And my boy D-Fib in here. My boy D-Fib.
You forgot Danielson.
And Danielson. Awesome.
By the way, were you a Karate Kid movie fan?
Bro, I told you when I was in middle school, I literally looked like Ralph Macchio. Like it was,
You got
my
pictures?
cheeks were a little
You got
poofier.
pictures?
I'll find some.
Talk to your mom.
I'll find some.
Please,
Yeah.
please.
I literally had like poofier cheeks, and people kept calling me Ralph Macchio, the Karate Kid, and I was like, man, nah. And then I Googled his name,
Macchio,
and
yeah.
like the picture, I was like, bro, that does look like me.
Spit image of Robin.
Yeah.
I like
But then your boy's got a little masculine face, you know. Got the cheekbones came out. Ralph Macchio, he kind of got the squirrel cheeks, you know.
Yeah. All right, Robin. Let's start. Let's start this off, bro.
All right.
Well, what do we got? What's happening in the crypto markets today, my friend?
All right. So we have a resurgence, a comeback, and a bounce back.
Resurrection.
The bottom is in.
Stop it. I told Robin, I was like, hey, for the thumbnail, are you going to put the bull market's back or the bottom is in?
Did you like the thumbnail? I had
The thumbnail was-
SHIB,
today's
SHIB and
thumbnail
the
was
DOGE
great.
driving the
The title, too, it said, can SHIB and DOGE save crypto markets? And we'll get into that during our hot take, so make sure you stay tuned.
You know that anytime we talk about meme coins, it's always gonna make for good banter because I'm just gonna poop all over it, bro.
Robin, can you, real quick before I get into your segment, can you divulge what we talked about as far as the versus screen, or do you think it's too soon?
No. First of all, it's gonna take like a month to put together,
But it's so cool,
and
man.
so I'm not gonna hype it up right now, bro.
Just know, we got some really fun in store.
All right, getting into the daily markets, weekly markets, and all the markets. We got Bitcoin sitting at $3,417.53.
$3,400.
Did I say 3,400? 39,000.
You know, I hope it gets to 3,400. I would literally
so
sell
nice.
my left kidney.
Yeah. You know, back in March of 2020, it hit 6,000.
Amazing.
Anyways, so 39,000. We had this little psych out here. Everybody David was ready to just FOMO out of crypto last night. He was like, "Oh,
wasn't FOMOing
crypto
out
is
of crypto.
crashing, 38,000." You know, and I'm like,
take what I said out of context.
literally, he was talking about selling at the bottom at 38.5, and I was like, David, you
Not
literally
my Bitcoin.
I was like, you literally are
My
the definition
altcoins.
of dumb money, bro. Anyways, so we did have a pullback last night. A nice little reversal bounce back, also known as liquidation here of the.
The markets are going down. I'm telling you, they're gonna like by
No,
Friday.
I agree. I mean, here's the thing. So you have these, ultimately you have these psych outs or these little pumps, and then they come back to the mean. So you got 42 pumped up to 40, basically 43, and then shot back down to 40, and then we lost the support. Now it's resistance. So we're on the other side of 40 now. So we'll see. Also, taking a look at the rest of the crypto market, Ethereum still under the $3,000 mark. It seems as though the 40,000 on Bitcoin and the 3,000 in Ethereum are correlated. So when Bitcoin goes over 40,000, Ethereum goes over 3,000. And at least for the short term, this is what's expected. And then a couple Dogecoin up 15%, bro. 15%, man. Look at this. Look at this.
You know why? Don't tell them why, because it's on the one.
Look
of
at
our
this
talking
chart. Jesus,
That's a juicy looking chart right there, man.
did Elon tweet something?
Well, Elon's always tweeting. Well, apparently,
Elon, what'd you say?
Apparently, now this isn't an article, so I can talk about it. But apparently, the board is going to approve his proposal to buy Twitter. So soon, Elon Musk will be the sole owner of Twitter, and he wants to take it private.
He wants to incorporate Doge into Twitter. Now, here's the thing: like even personally, myself, no me gusta Dogecoin. I don't like Doge, but you cannot deny the fact that if one of the largest social media platforms starts accepting Doge as a form of, when your two options are Bitcoin and Dogecoin as your tipping methods, hold on to your seats, because you're going to get a ton of liquidity just because a lot of people are going to want to transact with it. So,
Robin, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
I didn't say I liked the. I literally have called it poop over and over again.
But you actually, you took your
here's
your
the
hater
thing.
glasses off.
Over
and you're able to
time,
see past your hate.
over time, these things do not bring value to the markets. They will slowly die and dissipate. But not to say that in the meantime, if it's dead in 10 years or 20 years, in the meantime, will it go up before it goes back down? More than likely. So there you go. Money to be made there. And who knows? Maybe Doge will be around forever. Maybe you'll have Doge credit cards and Doge finance.
It's still part of crypto.
Yeah. Hey.
So, and retail investors, they love meme coins.
That's right. All right. Now, you know what's funny? Is that your traditional collectors, like, guys that were collecting like Michael Jordan cards and, all the Babe Ruth cards. They probably laughed at Pokemon when it came out.
Yeah,
they were like, "Oh, this is stupid." Blah blah blah. Now a Charizard, it just straight poops all over,
dude,
all over
there
a Michael Jordan card.
Charizard that sold for like $2 million, bro.
Look, what's the highest selling Pokemon card versus the highest selling Michael Jordan card? Let's see who's winning that race. All right, taking a look at the crypto bubbles here. We have for the day. Dogecoin up 13.5% here on the crypto bubbles chart. On CoinMarketCap is at 14%, but either way, it is pumping. ApeCoin up 5.7%. Luna's up in the green as well, and SHIB up 2%. So we're starting to see some green in the market here. Taking a look at the week, I want to show you this. Look at this. ApeCoin up 60% for the week.
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. Also, Curve Finance up 25%, and Dogecoin up 10% for the week, and Steppen Coin still up for the week. So, and Luna up for the week as well. So, a lot of big. What are you saying no about?
Yeah, the MJ one just.
The MJ one just trumps it? Okay.
It's not even worth looking at.
Okay.
It's a very big gap.
It won't be long. It won't be long. Charizard is gonna supplant.
Actually,
MJ.
the most profit, the biggest price tag was Pikachu. Pikachu Illustrator.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, that's all I got there on the bubbles. Now the crypto fear and greed index, man, this is slipping, man. 23. So the vibes in crypto, the vibes in Bitcoin, the vibes on that Google search trend, the exchange flows, wallets moving around. All these indicators are pointing to a lot of uncertainty in the markets. And so now that we've lost the $40,000 support, lost the support, now it's resistance. We're in fear. The likelihood of a sell-off is there, more so than the reversal. So,
the only reason you would have fear is if you still in the back of your mind you think Bitcoin has a possibility of going to zero.
well, the thing is people have there's a lot of traders that have short-term targets. You know, whether or not you're leveraging or maybe you borrowed money that you can't afford to pay back and you're like, hey, man, I just need to double this thing up or something. There's a lot of different mentalities that go into it. Obviously, the sound mentality would be, hey, I got $1 million. Let me buy some Bitcoin now and not move it for 15 years. That would be the ideal scenario. I think we can all agree that's probably the smartest thing to do.
Yeah.
However, you know, there's a lot of people that have money that, you know, they're moving money around from one place to another. They're borrowing money. They're leveraging off an exchange, or they're just like, hey, man, I need to get to $10,000 and I got $5,000. You know, how do I get there? And so, you know, that's essentially the mentality of your everyday trader. And so for that reason, you get volatility. And when you throw a wrench in the system and you go from messing up your plan of wealth accumulation, and all of a sudden you're like, you got that $5,000, you can't really afford to be even leveraging that, and all of a sudden you're trying to double that up, and your $5,000 becomes $3,500, and you're like, oh shit, I can't lose that. And so that's the mentality. That's how.
And we're actually going to go over some a Bitcoin metric that shows what percentage of Bitcoin's market cap is currently held in real unrealized profit or unrealized loss.
You know, what we have a realized and unrealized. Do you realize that we haven't opened a club in a week? Yeah. And if you unrealize how this thing works, then let me tell you, when we get to 30 viewers in the chat, we are going to open up the club. We're going to have a Vegas party, and we're going to give out some crypto, okay? So let's stay in the chat. If you got an extra iPad.
Say if you unrealize?
If you stay in the chat, you hang out with us. Oh, look at that. Look at that boy. Your boy looking sweet, baby.
Oh, all right, now save that picture because we got to have Robin bring one of his in.
Woo! So anyways, 30 people. We're going to get to 30 people, man. Grab an extra YouTube account. You got that you got the iPad sitting around. Let's get that thing plugged in. Look,
HP said he's leverage trading Sin City Crypto.
Oh yeah?
He said he's 100x long on Sin City hitting 10K subs by the end of the year. Extremely bullish. I like it.
You know what else is bullish? These guns.
Okay. All right. Are you done with your what about traditional markets?
Traditional markets. we keeping it loose today, baby.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but we also want to give some value to our community.
Value. Okay. Yeah, we're losing people in the chat. Don't leave. All right, so we have NASDAQ. Everything's pretty much flat even here. There's been concern over China's outbreak on COVID. Not so much that it affects our regulations here. Or, you know, it's not like all of a sudden it doesn't. Yeah, the what's going on with the COVID thing in China doesn't. Woo! I said the C word. What's going on with the virus thing in China? That doesn't. I don't feel like our regulators and CDC are worried. I'll put it that way.
Right.
But what it does affect is they are closing down their ports and they're putting regulations on their manufacturing sector. So not good for the supply chain. And so that's
especially with inflation already at
that has been a concern for the world markets. And then that's all I got, man.
That's it.
That's it.
What's gold looking like?
Want to take a look at gold?
Yeah.
What about palladium?
No.
Palladium's down 10%.
Everything's down.
Look, palladium's down 10%, bro.
Gold is down what 2%?
Mm-hmm. 1.9%. Silver's.
Yeah, I was looking at this morning, like literally everything is down. Mm-hmm. So in cryptos, no special person.
You know, I want to take a look at this gold chart real quick. Let's see here.
Can we get Peter Schiff on the channel?
Maybe.
That'd be amazing.
You know, I realized. You hear my stomach, bro?
No, I don't want to hear your stomach,
bro.
What are we looking at here, Rob?
I want to look at the 5-year chart here.
Wow, look at that massive growth. Not
So we had we're at the same levels we were in 2020 as we are now. Price of gold up. You know what? Not bad.
You know, some people like that though.
We almost
They
got.
don't
We
care
got
if they
about
get 10,000% gains.
80% growth on gold from 2019 to now. Not bad. But do you know how much Bitcoin has grown since 2019 till now? Woo! A lot more than 80%.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, that's all I got.
All right.
Take it away, David.
Let's move on. Moving on to our next segment, the caliente. Hot take.
It's hot.
So, it was in our title and it is a part of our hot take. So, I will preface the hot take by stating two facts. One, Robin mentioned Dogecoin, Twitter, Elon Musk. Also, there's news that Doge was sent without internet. So, groundbreaking. And also with SHIB, new portal opened up, continuing to burn tokens. People are starting to, retail is starting to get back in to crypto through meme coins. So, with that being said, can SHIB and Doge save the crypto market? Can SHIB and Doge save the crypto market? Robin, I'm going to send it to you first.
Can SHIB and Doge save the crypto markets?
In the short term, yes.
First of all, there's no saving.
Or through a recession.
There's no saving to be done here, okay? The crypto markets are saving the global markets. You know, so I think...
But that's not the hot take.
I know. I'm just saying, for your wording. No, the retail investor is gone. At least the amateur retail investor, the guy that knows nothing about crypto, that just gets his first exposure to crypto assets through through exposure of meme coins. People aren't looking at Dogecoin saying, "Hey, I really want this. What is this? There's a lot of buzz. It's 6 cents. I want." That narrative is gone. And what you have are the people that did enter into the markets and that are still hanging around, still trying to pump their bags, and there's not enough of them. It's not enough of them. And even if there was enough of them, it doesn't really matter because your project is stupid. It doesn't do anything. And I'm just saying, I'm telling you, bro, there is literally no functionality, no use case in real world applications outside of one retail vendor or company deciding to take it as a form of payment for some odd reason that has no other functionality.
It's a payment rail. That's not a functionality? That's like one of the biggest...
It's literally not a functionality. Literally not a functionality. If a company said, "Hey, we'll take used shoes for our goods and services," they can by all means do that, but it doesn't mean that it's a good market. I'm just saying, if I had a barter store, if I had a barter store and I was like, "Hey, I will take your used shoes, I will refurbish them things and put them back on the market. In turn, I will pay you money for them." Then
Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Rocco, go to my laptop.
Is your laptop even plugged in?
Yeah, it's plugged in. What the look at the new coin that just came out. Guys, please do not fall for this shit. You think you're making money, but when you go to
pull up that chart. Okay, here's the one thing. Here's two guarantees. I've never seen this. I guarantee you it launched on PancakeSwap. Yeah, it's a Binance chain, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. These race to come out with the meme coin before, or whatever the hype coin is.
Yeah, guys, don't.
It always comes out on PancakeSwap.
There's zero liquidity. I mean, you think you're up 31? Yeah, like literally no liquidity. So just be careful. Don't fall for this BS. Anyways, so back to the hot take. The answer is yes, it can. Because as of right now, institutional money is not coming in until we see more regulation or we see a spot ETF. So what do we need to come into the space to stop this downward trajectory, down to $20,000 Bitcoin? It's retail. And what is retail like? They like dogs. And they also like SHIB and Doge.
The retail investor's gone.
With it, well, they got to come back sometime, and they ain't coming back for Polygon. They're not coming
No.
back for a theta.
No. You know, we know
coming
they,
back
you know
for
what
Doge
they,
and SHIB.
They're gonna come back.
I'm not saying
when
I
the
agree
government
with it.
prints them a check and they don't know what to do with it. That's when they're gonna come back.
And then when they
because
put-
that's when they came in. People were like, "Yo, I got $1,800 in my bank. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this?" I'm like, "Yo, you seen this dog coin?" I'm like, what?
I'm just saying, man. with Doge and SHIB, and any type of news with Doge and SHIB, it always goes mainstream outside of the crypto box.
I'm telling you, you had retail FOMO because you gave people money.
I
You
understand
told them
that, but what
you
did they
told them they
invest in?
couldn't leave the house.
What did they invest
You're
in?
like, you can't leave the house, and here's a bunch of money.
But what did they invest in?
And then you
They invested in SHIB and they invested in Doge.
because they had dispensable
those
income.
people will come back.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, man, FOMO is going to kick in. They're going to see, oh my God, this much SHIB is being burned. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying from a sentiment of a retail investor looking outside looking in. Yes, it will save the crypto market in the short term. In the long term, no, it's not going to have anything to do with it. But in the short term, if SHIB comes out with another big news or Doge or Twitter,
you believe that all the retail investors are sitting on the sidelines with a bunch of cash ready to dump into meme coins, and they're just ready to
if
prop
I say
up the
yes,
market.
would that surprise you?
No, I wouldn't.
Not from me saying yes, but from people actually doing it. No, it wouldn't. And that's why it's going to happen. That's it.
That's all we got, man.
That's it.
All right. I was expecting something else.
I was waiting for a rebuttal there.
No rebuttal.
All right. Surprising. All right, we're moving on. We're moving on to our mucho caliente. Hot take. Sorry. Talking points. The chitta chatta. All right. So let's look at our first article we're going to talk about today. Looky chocolate chip Dogecoin. Devs send the first Dogecoin transaction without internet via radio Doge. This dog, is it getting royalties, by the way? Should. I feel like they're just exploiting this dog's image and branding. Unacceptable. On April 22nd, 2022, the first Dogecoin transaction was sent via radio transmission with help from global Starlink satellite network. And who runs Starlink? Elon Musk. Hi, I'm sleepy again, so no talk big, but just did this, sending 4.2069 Dogecoin from Buds, 100 miles, what? Using just lib Dogecoin radio and ultimately relayed to the mainnet on the other end via Starlink, Lumen said. Well, what? I feel like I lost brain cells reading that. This is a quote. Also, the first Dogecoin transaction just took place without the internet. Using Radio Doge, much wow, a Dogecoin supporter wrote on Friday. Radio Doge will enable access to Dogecoin for people outside the reach of the internet, which I don't know about you, Robin, and I don't mean this in a negative way at all, but I feel like if you don't have access to internet, you probably don't have any money to put in Doge, right?
Yeah, I
Right?
mean,
I'm not trying to be
yeah,
funny
not trying to be
or-
funny,
or-
but
yeah.
if you don't have access to internet, investing in meme coins is probably the last thing you should be doing.
Yeah. So, but do you think this is, pretend like it was something other than Doge. Would this be groundbreaking? Would this excite you?
I feel like instead of making steps in a forward and progressive direction, like making, I don't know, some real utility, maybe trying to develop your blockchain to bring some value to the financial world. Instead of doing that, they're going backwards, and now they're sending transactions through radio. I know they dubbed it as radio, and it's actually satellite, but it's got a vibe of going backwards. Am I the only one that feels that way?
Like the crypto market or Doge?
You're not even using the internet. You're going backwards, bro. What are they going to do? Mail some Doge via UPS next week? Like,
I mean, it's just,
I mean, seriously.
I mean, look at the bigger picture, though, right? It goes to show you that crypto lives outside of just the internet and Web 2 and Web 3.
But what's the significance of this? I mean,
it's
you
not.
could
I mean-
literally write down a wallet address, and I can mail it to you with a transaction of sort. Anyways, you can mail physical Bitcoin or crypto.
I don't know. But it grabbed attention and people are tuning in, and Dogecoin, no internet, radio Doge. These are all keywords I should have used in the title. And
Yeah, because they have that that USB stick Bitcoin thing. You seen that?
Mm.
So you can it's like, think of like a gift card kind of thing, but it's a USB stick.
Okay.
So you load it up with Bitcoin, and then you send it to, so you give it to somebody.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And then they basically like snap it in half or poke a hole in it or something. And then that activates it to the point where you can withdraw it.
What is it called?
I don't know. It's a USB Bitcoin stick, and it has like a piece of glass in it. And once you break the glass, you can unlock the Bitcoin. And the reason they have the glass is that way, if you try to give it to somebody and the glass is broken, you know that it's
been tampered with.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Okay.
So there's different ways of transacting. Like that wasn't grounded. Like if Doge would have came up with, would have put their transaction on that, would have been like Doge gift cards hit the world, and all of a sudden, the price would have shot up by 10%. Right. And that's the thing with meme coins or these speculative projects. They come out with these like really basic like upgrades, and they try to pump it up like it's something significant. Like all of a sudden you're like, oh, blah, 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 they got a wallet coming out. Like, okay. Like everybody has a wallet. And they're like, well, this chain doesn't. We're like, okay, one chain decided not to make a wallet. Like at the end of the day,
wallets aren't easy, bro.
And I'm not saying they are. Blockchain in itself, some of the coding for the meme coins are difficult to come up with. But you got to ask yourself, like, why are you in this space? Why am I in this space? Because I believe that this is going to replace and supplant the current financial infrastructure that we have, the banking, the Visa and MasterCard payments, the cash apps, or not cash apps, but like the Venmo and the checking accounts, all of these little things that you get nickeled and dimed to death over can be replaced by technology that's very efficient and fast, and it costs you pretty much nothing. And so it just makes sense to do that.
And it cannot be controlled.
Like why get 0.01% interest on a savings account when you can get 7%?
Not just that,
exchange?
but on a savings account where the money in there is a rapidly depreciating asset, which is the U.S. dollar.
Yeah.
So no good, no good. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
Polygon burns more than 650,000 Matic tokens after launch of their burn mechanism. As shared by Polygon Ecosystem Updates, more than 650,000 Matic tokens have been burned since the launch of the EIP 1559 upgrade to the Polygon mainnet in January. Each time a user pays for a transaction, the base fee gets locked on the burn contract to Polygon, and the priority fee gets paid to the validator. Very similar to what ETH did. Once Matic gets accumulated on the burn contract, users can initiate the burn process from Polygon. Polygon Matic has a fixed supply of 10 billion. Thus, an annualized burn would represent a little more than 0.25% of the total Matic supply annualized. So, Robin, give me your thoughts, my friend.
Oh yeah, this is a lot of chains are doing this, so it's not like this is some revolutionary thing. And
you know who else burns tokens?
Don't say meme coin. Okay, meme coins burn tokens for the simple fact of they're trying to like advertise. It's like an advertisement.
It literally adds like no value to the coin because there's just so much of it. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. So the difference between burning in meme coins and burning in a solid project is that the solid project is basically trying to balance mining rewards versus inflation. So the mining rewards / inflation, and it's just a counterbalance. So they burn, and it just keeps inflation in check. Now, for meme coins, it's a different scenario. For meme coins, this is the easiest way I can explain it, and this is how it makes no sense. You can have a piece of the pie, and let's just say half of the pie is for sale, okay? And you got half the pie on the counter. It's sliced up. It's in the deli window. The other half is over there with the chef or behind the counter. And you're like, you know what? Let me eat, or let's get rid of, let's throw away 10% of this pie. and you throw away 10%. And then the amount of money invested in the entire project is still the same. It doesn't matter how much you burn. So if the market cap is still the same and everybody's still holding the same amount of tokens, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't change anything. The only time it would change something is if every piece of the pie was out on the counter. So if you take Bitcoin, for example, if you burn a bunch of Bitcoin that's in circulation, the price goes up because that's just the supply going away. But if you have 10 trillion freaking coins out in available in the network, only half of them are out. If you burn 5%, it doesn't change the market cap. It doesn't do anything different. You didn't burn anybody's personal tokens. It's not like there's less tokens available.
It can only raise the price if the demand comes in, because now there's less tokens to go around. That's the only thing. But when you have 500 trillion tokens, you would have to burn like 99% of them to see a real, actual, like $100 billion market cap.
You got to burn what's in.
$1
You got to burn what's in circulation. That's where the difference is. You got to burn what's in circulation, and if all of the tokens are in circulation, and you decide to start burning tokens, then it does affect the price. But if you're burning tokens for something that hasn't completely released, why does it matter? There's 1 million tokens in circulation and 5 million not in circulation, and you burn 500,000 tokens that weren't even in circulation in the first place. Why does it matter? And if you're burning your own tokens, then you're just throwing away money. Like, I don't know. Like, if you burn tokens that are in circulation, then whoever burned it just threw away money.
It also depends on.
I'm just saying the mathematics.
It also depends on the max
ideology.
supply and how much of it is still left to be introduced to the market. So.
Yeah, no, it may be in the long term, if you burn supply that hasn't been released, maybe, obviously
it would take
down the road,
it would take
there's less tokens to be released to inflate the price. So, I mean, you can say, but the idea that burning tokens, the idea that a chain will burn tokens and it will inflate the price, it literally does not mathematically make any sense. Because if I have 10 Pokemon cards in circulation, there's 10 Pokemon cards out there, and then I have 5 in reserve that I never released, and I burn all 5 of them, the price of the 10 out there don't change.
Yeah. So I want to go back to the last article, because a couple of our community people had some really good points. So Nick said, going back to the internet and DOGE, for rural areas in the country with bad internet reception, it would be good. And then DFIP said it's actually smart because it kind of removes the speculation of the internet goes down and people think they can't access their money.
No, I think the bigger story
Solid
here.
points.
I think the bigger story here is not the transfer of Doge. It's not the transfer of cryptocurrency. It's the accessibility of communication without internet in the traditional format where you need Wi-Fi. Now you can connect via a satellite. So if you need to make a video call to a loved one, then they don't have internet. Say it's wartime. Say you're trying to
say you love me.
No. Okay. So in Ukraine, for example, if you can't have internet and you have a loved one over there, you want to contact them, now you have satellite communication, and so I mean it goes beyond cryptocurrency. And so this evolving technology where you have Starlink, basically you have a grid or a network of communication satellites. I mean, you have the transfer of internet without the need for plugging into your cable internet provider.
Do you think Starlink will succeed in their goal to?
They've done pretty well.
Everyone free internet?
Here's.
First of all, do you believe internet should be a human right? Like, should everyone have access to internet, no matter where you live, how much money you have, or the case?
Yeah, I think
the answer is yes.
Yes, you shouldn't be denied the access to information. Just in the same way that libraries are free. Now, you can still access free internet. You just have to find the right places. I mean, you go to Starbucks, for example. Why
am I paying $170 a month for internet?
You know, here at Sin City Crypto, we are literally trying to give away money for good internet, and nobody, because, you know, obviously we're not like a residential
Does
area.
anyone in our community know how to run fiber optics? If you do, we will literally fly you out here. and
Literally,
have you
I
run.
have talked to AT&T 3 times, and I'm like, and they're like, yeah, we can wire it, and we'll have somebody call you, and they never do. And I'm like,
Oh, what you got, Rocco?
oh, this is the, yeah, there it is. So
Open Dime. Oh, cool. Open Dime Bitcoin Stake is the closest thing there is to a Bitcoin gift card. USB drive with a single-use Bitcoin wallet. Dope.
yeah,
You
see
gonna buy
that?
one?
You see that that little sun ray looking, the little circle at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, you puncture that, or you somewhere in there, or is it right there, that circle? Okay.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, you just puncture it.
What a good idea. We're going to see so many cool ideas and integration with crypto and Bitcoin in the next 5 years.
How much
It's
does
gonna be
one of those
phenomenal.
cost? Let's order some of those.
Let's order some of those.
3 packs for $50.
And they each have one Bitcoin on them?
It's no Bitcoin on them.
I'm just kidding. Doge. All right, we're moving on. Skybridge Capital, home of one of our favorites, the Mooch, Anthony Scaramucci, goes all in on crypto, betting on tremendous growth ahead. Skybridge Capital is working on pivoting the majority of its assets under management to digital assets as the sector represents, quote, tremendous growth for the firm. Now, the total assets under management for Skybridge is around $7.3 billion, and they also currently manage a $7 million Bitcoin fund. This is a quote from Mr. Scaramucci. We made a decision during the pandemic that we had to relitigate our entire portfolio. There's a pre-pandemic world and a post-pandemic world, and a post-pandemic world has a lot more government deficits. It has a lot more uncertainty related to growth. That's one of the...
Here's a question. Did you ever imagine in 2019 you would be reading an article that said pre-pandemic world and post-pandemic world?
Like the apocalyptic stuff.
Yeah, it's like,
Post-apocalyptic.
what if in 2030 we're like pre-zombie outbreak and post-zombie outbreak?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Nothing surprising me. So, Robin, so Anthony Scaramucci, he used to be the, for a solid 5 days, he was the White House communications director. And now, Skybridge Capital, very pro-crypto. He was at Bitcoin 2022 in Miami. What are your thoughts on this?
Big fan of Scaramucci. You know, he's...
I used to not like him, honestly.
Really?
Came off as a weasel. Yeah, like a sly little weasel guy.
It's probably because he has that, like, that East Coast kind of...
Yeah, he's from
twang
Jersey.
thing.
Forget about
Yeah,
it.
he's like, yeah.
How you doing over here?
He's like he's always like trying to sell you like a secondhand watch or something.
Tries to sell you one cigarette for $2. No, but you know,
Yeah.
Skybridge isn't a huge asset management firm. Only $7 billion, which is nothing, right? In that world. So, do you think this can have a big effect on crypto?
What his company is moving into crypto, not just in like Bitcoin. So they got a lot of pushback when he went into crypto. When he started offering crypto services, he lost a lot of his clients. And then, but you know, where you lose, you gain in another sector. So if you get somebody that is so offended by the fact that you're acquiring Bitcoin that they leave, for those people that you leave, you replace with 2 or 3 more people that are pro crypto. And so that's kind of his model. And they're getting into crypto mining as well, or they're trying to. So
Yeah, there's a separate article on that.
diversifying their crypto.
There was a separate article on that, but it just it was pretty repetitive, and all it said was they're looking into investing in crypto mining companies, like having some of their assets be allocated to crypto mining companies.
If you're gonna be crypto dominant in as far as kind of your vision, you know, it'd be kind of ideal to go outside of just Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And you see that with a lot of different firms. I mean, Grayscale obviously has like 1,000 different trusts. And then ARK Invest also is pretty heavy on Ethereum and other projects. And so I think that's kind of the new trend nowadays. So
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, it's smart. I mean, eventually, it's like right there in your face. and there's only so long you can overlook it. Eventually, it's gonna slap you in the face.
Well,
like Will
I
Smith.
mean, if you're a hedge fund manager,
Hedge fund?
hedge fund, so if you like fudge and you like funds,
I don't know why that's so funny.
not to be confused with fungible.
Robin's diction. Love it. All right, bro.
I don't even know where I was going with that.
He said hen fudge.
Bro, when I was on BitBoy last week, I could not say a soft spot in my heart. I was trying to say, I have a soft spot in my heart, and I was just like, shush, shush, shush. I said it twice, and I was like, give up.
I quit.
Like,
I quit. Hey, if you win today, are you gonna bust out the Emmy again? Or
no, I can't.
So you
I
spent.
didn't know. The last time I was on BitBoy, I pulled out my Oscar, and yeah, that was good. That was a good time. That was good.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Bored Apes and stolen apes. At least 13 million in NFTs stolen after Bored Ape Yacht Club, Instagram, and Discord got hacked. Bored Ape Yacht Club, Instagram account and Discord server were both hacked on Monday, with an unofficial mint link being sent out to followers. The fraudulent link claimed that users could mint land in the upcoming Other Side meta, which is due to launch later this week. The wallets of those who clicked the link have now been compromised, with a series of Bored Apes and Mutant Apes being transferred to new wallets by the hackers. Around 24 Bored Apes and 30 Mutant Apes have been stolen, worth approximately $13.7 million, calculated at floor price. Now, some of these could be more rare, so they could be worth a lot more. So typically I would say, hey, this is on you for believing a link, because typically what happens in, when the Discord server gets hacked, a project has already been minted, and you'll see, oh, we're doing a special mint, or we're doing a secondary mint, and no one's talked about it. And so if you're stupid enough to click on that link, then you deserve to get hacked. Now, this one, there was already...
Nobody deserved to get hacked. Get out of here.
Bro, if you're stupid enough to be like, oh, they're having another mint, even though they haven't said anything about it, and all of a sudden they're just dropping the last minute mint.
Everybody in this space, at some point in time, if you're transacting frequently and you have large acquisitions, you're going to make a mistake.
Not that kind of mistake.
Bro, at some point you're gonna make a big mistake.
Bro.
And you're gonna get compromised. We have a good friend.
Listen.
She is a veteran, and she got her wallet hacked.
Yeah, we're talking NFTs. Though. I'm not
It's no
talking about
difference.
wallet.
I mean, you're talking about.
Dude, if Bored Ape Yacht Club or if another NFT just minted, and then there's no talks, there's no, you know how often have you ever been in an NFT Discord server?
The ape coin dropped pretty quickly, right? All of a sudden, they dropped ape coin, right? Now, could you imagine all the people, they were just literally holding a Bored Ape, and the next morning they wake up and they're like, hey, you can claim your free Bored Ape token today. Literally in 24 hours, they went to bed. Remember the guy we were talking to at the airport? He was like, yo, I bought the Bored Ape, and then the next day I got a free airdrop. And so how is this any different than all of a sudden log in and be like, hey, land sale? Like, what if the ape coin?
You didn't let me finish. I said on this one, I get it, because they're talking about a land sale. It's already been talked about, and you would think, oh shit, they moved it up. We can do the land now. I'm saying for the ones that it's already been minted. There's been no talk about another mint, and then all of a sudden they jump on Discord, stealth mint.
You said the people that lost their Bored Apes deserved it.
That's not what I said.
Literally what you said.
Rocco,
you said
that is not what I said. Replay the thing. That's not what I said. I said, usually I don't feel bad because of the situation I just explained. Hey, we already minted. We're doing a stealth mint out of nowhere. No one talks about it.
So y'all hear that?
Yes.
David usually doesn't care if people get scammed. That's words out of his mouth.
What I'm trying to say is, if it sounds like this is off, don't click the link. Now, this one actually fit the narrative, right? Because they were talking about a land sale, everything with the ape coin. So this one's messed up, man, because I would probably have thought, hey, the land sale's going on. Let me click this link. So it's messed up. But I'm talking about the other ones where it's so obvious that it's a scam and you still click on it. Then I don't feel bad.
I feel bad for everybody that gets scammed. Unlike David, if you lost your money and you just didn't have the right judgment, I have a soft spot in my heart for you. Although David, on the other hand, does not. He just laughs and points at you with.
I can't sit here and get mad at the government when they try to tell us how to spend our money, and I'm sitting here saying we know how to spend our own money. We're smart enough, and then on the other hand, say, oh no, I feel so bad because you purposely clicked a link that you know wasn't true, that you know probably was a scam, and you still clicked it. We're doing a secondary mint, and no one's talked about it. And so if you're stupid enough to click on that link, then you deserve to get hacked. We're doing a secondary mint. Did I say anything about a land sale? No. Back the hell up. So,
Bro, just say it. Just say it.
all I'm saying is, if we don't want government and the SEC meddling in our stuff, then be smart enough to like do some research and know what's going on and understand what's a hack, what's not a hack, what's a scam, what's not a scam. Now, some of them are integrated very well, and sure, I probably could have fell for one.
Do your
too.
research.
Saying,
do your
man.
research. You get scanned. I feel bad for you. I'll leave it at that. David doesn't.
New York. You are literally a reptile. You have ice cold blood running through your veins. That's why you stand under their heat lamp for 8 hours a day. New York to vote on crypto mining bill.
I do have a hot rock in my house.
Exactly.
I just like to put my belly on the hot rock.
Just laying there
Keeps,
because no freaking compassion in his heart. New York to vote on crypto mining bill could become the first U.S. state to ban Bitcoin mining, which is weird. Well, I guess it's the state of New York and not the city of New York, because the city of New York Mayor Eric Adams is a very pro-Bitcoin person. The state of New York is once again on the cusp of banning crypto mining activities of proof-of-work networks such as Bitcoin and ETH. Scheduled as on Monday, April 25th, the vote will propose a ban on all crypto mining activities in New York. I'm going to read this quote. Not sure who it's from, but it's from someone. Blockchain technology is an innovative technology that allows for the recording and efficient transfer of information. The information in each environmental issue as well as a social justice issue. We must not go backwards on our commitment in law to prevent these disastrous impacts on the residents of New York. If this bill becomes law, New York will be forfeiting the unique opportunities Bitcoin mining provides for economic growth and proliferation of renewable energy. This could set a precedent for states across the country to make the same mistake. Not only would this policy box New York out of the economic benefits of mining, but it won't do anything to reduce emissions as miners will simply set up operations somewhere else. Duh. Someone gets it. Robin? Like majority of the energy they use is freaking renewable.
Here's the thing. Like, why are you proposing this bill? I'm just curious. Like,
talk about moving backwards, bro.
There's two reasons you would propose this bill, right? And we do got beer in the fridge, but there's two reasons that a politician would propose this bill. Actually, three reasons. The first reason, which I added here, outside the two, would just because politicians are haters. Yes. They just don't want to see it coming. But I guess the realistic, the likely scenario that you would propose would be, one, it's pollution and it's a strain on the grid and all this stuff, and this whole,
even though
this
it's
whole
not a strain on the grid, man.
Here's the thing.
Like, enough of that
shit. If there's any strain on a grid, okay, if there's any like constraint on how much energy there is and how much energy the city uses, so basically there's like no like real excess energy to be used, that energy is expensive because of supply and demand. So your electric bill in New York is going to be a lot more expensive than your electric bill in Kansas. It's because there's more people vying for internet. Now, if for example, you happen to be in an area that has a hydroelectric dam, for an example, and they're producing way more energy than the needs of the citizens in the area, then you have excess energy, that's going to be cheaper. So, first of all, this bill proposal can't be made for a grid issue. It can't be like, hey, you know what? The miners are overloading the grid, and the miners are going to shut down our infrastructure when it comes to power. That's not possible, because if that was the case, the energy would be too expensive to drive a profit. And then two would be the environmental thing. And so, as the article mentioned, if you decide not to mine there, you're just going to go take your mining rigs and you're going to go plug them in somewhere else. So I don't understand what the purpose of this bill, like why, like what is your good reasoning for it?
Nothing. Zero. Just control and power. Slowly slipping away from our politicians' hands, and they're freaking out. Robin, we have a new person in the chat.
We got Eric
Whitecastle.
Eric
Hardcastle.
Hola! Welcome to Sin City Crypto.
Make sure you subscribe, like the video. All right, let's move on. So Cardano, this is a fun article. Cardano founder, is curious about who will play him in the upcoming Ridley Scott movie about the history of Ethereum.
I want to talk more about that.
Charles Hoskinson took to Twitter to ask his followers who should play his role in the upcoming film about the origin and development of Ethereum. It's incredibly exciting to have Ridley Scott and the crew at Scott Free produce the movie out of the Infinite Machine alongside us. Can't imagine a better team to turn the riveting story about the people behind the most revolutionary technology since the internet into a feature film that will capture the hearts of generations. Someone said Steven Seagal. You want to know my choice? Denzel Washington, baby. Denzel Washington should play Charles Hoskinson. Here's why. They're both handsome. Denzel is the best actor in the history of acting. And Denzel's got that I don't give a fuck attitude, which is the same Charles has. I mean, this guy literally, Charles Hoskinson, bashed on someone's mom on Twitter. If that ain't no Denzel Washington training day type stuff, I don't know what is. So Denzel, he needs to play Charles Hoskinson. Robin, who's your pick? First of all, do you like Denzel playing Charles?
First of all, I love Denzel.
Denzel's the man. He's literally my favorite actor.
Literally, at least once a month, at some point, find a Denzel movie.
What's your favorite Denzel movie?
And I look at my wife, and I'm just like, ooh, Denzel. I love Denzel.
Did you watch John Q?
I did.
Did you cry?
I think I might have.
I cried during John Q. I ain't afraid to say it. Man, this guy's amazing. So, yeah, he should definitely be Charles Hoskinson. I mean, without a question of a doubt. What are you pulling up there?
I am.
I think Peter Griffin should play him too. I think that'd be good.
Peter Griffin.
Yeah, from Family Guy. I know he's a fictional character, but what do you guys think? Put a 1 in the chat if you think Denzel should be playing Charles Hoskinson in this movie.
Why would Denzel play Charles? Like,
Denzel's a straight gangster, bro.
At what point would that make any sense? Like, I mean, think about it. You gotta find somebody that looks somewhat that resembles a person. Same. Denzel Washington and Charles Hoskinson look the same.
Look, I mean, Charles is a little uglier than he is, but Charles, if you're watching, I'm sorry. Please come on our channel.
Put a 0 in the chat. No. If David is making no sense, like literally going backwards in time.
Yeah, they might not look a lot alike, but tell me they don't have the same personality.
I got a guy for you here. One of my favorite actors, the Mr. Handsome himself, the lady killer. Pull it up, baby. Let's go.
Steve Buscemi. Oh, come on, bro.
You know your boy Matthew McConaughey.
Get out of here, dude.
I mean, not only does he make for good romantic comedy, but he also is the lead spokesman for the Infinity commercial, right? What's the car? You know, is it Infinity?
Yeah. All right.
Or was it Lexus? Which one?
Lincoln.
The Lincoln.
Yeah, it's not even a car.
It is a car.
I know it's a car, but it shouldn't even be a car. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you're with me and Denzel Put a 2 in the chat if you're with Robin and Matthew McConaughey.
And put a 0 in the chat if you think his Denzel comment was so
Stop
absurd.
it. Rocco, whose side you taking? Denzel or Matthew? He's going Denzel because Rocco knows what's up. So
Denzel doesn't look. He's not even the same race.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The man is a I don't give a F
Come
attitude.
on, man.
He's a straight G. So is Charles Hoskinson. They both have facial hair in one of
Bro,
the pictures.
get out of here. Okay, I can't.
Their
I
hair
get
is
it.
the same.
I get it.
They got the same hair.
Listen. I understand.
Look at this face.
I understand that at some point.
Tell me
you
this
know,
does not look like Charles Hoskinson. Tell me this does not look like. Look at that smile. Put it on my laptop, Rocco.
Yeah. We're
Tell me that's not Charles. Everyone's saying Charles. I mean, everyone's saying Denzel. So sorry, bro. Kevin Spacey? Didn't he get? Nah, fuck that guy. Did he get in trouble for molesting guys or something, the kids or something? Kevin Spacey? From yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, no, he's excommunicated
he's
from
done,
the
bro.
industry, bro. Yeah, no, he's done.
Yeah, he's done.
Oh yeah.
He got in trouble for
Yeah,
pedophile.
he's got a thing for
Yeah.
young ones.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's blacklisted.
F that guy.
Yeah. No.
All right, let's move on to some real crypto news. Grayscale notes SEC inconsistency in latest case for their spot Bitcoin ETF. Asset manager Grayscale has made a new appeal to the SEC to upgrade its Grayscale Bitcoin Trust into an ETF. We believe the Tukurium order, which was the latest futures ETF that was passed, confirms the fundamental point made in our November 29, 2021 letter in support of the above referenced proposal. When it comes to approving ETPs, there is no basis for treating spot Bitcoin products differently from futures Bitcoin products. The letter said the agency has yet to approve a spot ETF, citing concerns about market manipulation among exchanges that facilitate the trade of spot Bitcoin. Bitcoin futures, however, trade on U.S.-based exchanges, which are under the regulator purview of the Commodities Future Trading Commission, the CFTC. Approval of the Tukurium's product is striking, given it was approved under the Securities Exchange Act of 1934, as opposed to the Investment Act of 1940. So I don't know the ins and outs as far as the differences of these two acts, but the Exchange Act of 34 is the same framework under which Grayscale would launch its ETF. So they're saying you used the 1934 Act to approve the Tukurium ETF. We're literally using the same act to apply for a spot one. Why are you saying no? The article goes on. The agency would be acting arbitrary and capricious if it approves a futures-based fund under the 34 Act and not a spot one, because both spot and futures-based Bitcoin products face exposure to the same underlying Bitcoin market. Any fraud or manipulation in the underlying market will affect both products in the same way. They're just saying, make it make sense. How does this make sense that you keep approving futures ETFs and not a spot one? Robin, what are your thoughts?
I want to say, Jason Squires, hola, welcome, Sin City Crypto. Grayscale ain't playing around, man. They're threatening to sue. They're putting all of their resources into litigation, lawyers, different tactics as far as getting the voices of prominent figures to speak out against the SEC's denial of ETFs, basically saying that it's illegal, giving different reference points. So they're obviously they're not playing around. And I've been saying it, and a lot of other people probably agree with me, but Grayscale will get passed. They will be the first Bitcoin ETF. Now, they keep delaying the deadline for the approval, but the thing is they could theoretically approve it right now if they wanted to. You know, they push back the deadline of the decision, you know, basically where they have to make a decision. So, I mean, if they wanted to, they could approve it right now. And I don't know why they don't. Because, as mentioned, if you approve the futures ETF, which basically is just the speculation of price, why not approve a regular one? you're okay with people making and losing money off of the price of Bitcoin in its future form, why can't you buy and sell Bitcoin in its current form? It makes more sense.
Literally.
And it's even a more stable and safer investment. And now if I want exposure to Bitcoin, I got to get a futures contract through the stock market.
Yeah.
That seems
Yes.
backwards to me. And you know, if I want exposure to Bitcoin through the traditional markets, let me just buy Bitcoin and hodl it like most people probably will. Instead, you're making me trade.
Yeah. I agree with Robin. It's going to happen. And I think it definitely will be Grayscale. They have the most Bitcoin. They're well positioned to just take their trust fund and just convert it into a spot ETF. And once that happens, my friends, the floodgates, as Kevin O'Leary says, will open. Trillions of dollars will pour into crypto. And that might happen. So hear me out on this, Robin. This is being a little conspiracy here. But what if the SEC is keeping this in their back pocket, and when a recession comes, they pass this, so at least one sector of the financial market can, and maybe the rest will get pulled with it? What do you think? No,
That's dumber than the meme coins right now. Like that ideology. Like seriously, are you trying to find something to throw at me? No, honestly, you're talking about a $65 trillion economy being in a recession and an asset class that isn't even at $1 trillion right now, resurrecting an entire traditional government
getting
powerhouse.
it back on the ground, getting it back off the ground. Just a hater, bro.
I'm a realist.
You're a realist. All right.
Yeah.
We're moving on.
David's over here like, how much you want to bet I could throw this football over those mountains?
You leave Bronco Rico out of this. All right, let's move on. One more article, then we're done. Getting shibby with it. SHIB burning portal launches. So this one, I don't think it's going to have much of a discussion, but still going to highlight it anyways because it was in our title and our thumbnail. Popular meme coin project Shiba Inu has launched a SHIB burn portal to decrease token supply and enable users to earn passive rewards while doing so. The Shiba Inu team stated on the portal website that it was created explicitly to increase the scarcity of SHIB and make it, quote, one of the best digital assets in the history of cryptocurrency. That's funny. The portal was created as part of a partnership between Shiba Inu and Ryoshi's Vision, which is actually a coin, Ryoshi, which is an Ethereum-based decentralized finance project that aims to support the growth of the SHIB ecosystem. SHIB burners will enjoy two incentives for their efforts. First, they help reduce the circulating supply of the meme coin, theoretically making it more scarce and more valuable, theoretically. Secondly, they receive burnt SHIB tokens in their ETH wallet, which pays holders in Ryoshi rewards at a variable rate. The launch hasn't done much to sway... The article goes on. The launch hasn't done much to sway the price of SHIB, with the price dropping 3.3% over the past 24 hours at the time of writing. So
You know what's a good way of
that was pretty funny at the end.
I got a couple of solutions here. If you're looking to burn SHIB, just delete your MetaMask and burn the seed phrase. There you go. That's if you're looking for a burn mechanism, that's a good way of going. Number two would be the traditional dog poop in a bag lit on fire on a porch, and then you ring the doorbell. Classic approach to burning dog poop. That's literally just burning dog shit. So
Solid.
those are two methods if you're looking to get exposure to the burn mechanism. Two avenues there for you. So there you go.
Yeah. All right, we're done. I got nothing else to say. All right, there were two more articles, but we'll throw those on the back end for tomorrow. And we are moving on to my favorite segment because Robin talks the least, market analysis. Okay, let's pull up my laptop, please. Let's take a gander what the market's doing. So we are at almost 90 billion in 24-hour trading volume. The total market cap of all cryptocurrencies is $1.827 trillion with over 19,100 different cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin dominance is at 41.1. ETH dominance is at 19.4. And looking at the biggest gainers so far, Robin mentioned Doge, Oasis, Rose. This is such a cool project. One of the only top 100 coins that is head up by a female. So this is great. And then ApeCoin. Just like nothing is literally stopping ApeCoin. I'm curious to see their tokenomics here real quick. So there's 284 million tokens in circulation. And there's 1 billion max.
With ApeCoin, they are the token you're gonna use to purchase land and to transact in the metaverse. And so with the land sale coming up next week,
what are your thoughts on holding ApeCoin if you don't have a Bored Ape or you plan on buying them land in the metaverse?
You need to, first of all, if that's your ideology, you need to understand that this is simply correlated to the metaverse.
Dude, look at all this liquidity, bro.
And so if you're going to say go all in on this project, you're going all in on the Ape project as as being the dominant metaverse, or at least being one of the top players. So
this has broken rules of all new coins. Usually you'll see a big run up and then crash. This has done the opposite. So would you hold ApeCoin long term? Maybe 6 months to 12 months?
No, I think the risk reward is not there. And I'm still a firm believer that this metaverse thing is in its infancy. And because of that, there's not going to be a rollout and a mass community using or interacting with this metaverse anytime soon. Even Decentraland and Sandbox, the people that are invested in it aren't playing the damn game. They it's some big wig. He buys
Bored
a
Apes
piece of
are in
land.
their own category, bro.
Bored Apes, yes, the NFT, but the token essentially was an airdrop to the people that held it. And the only reason it's holding its value is, for one, people that have money are holding it. So there's no desire to go out and liquidate it because these people already are holding a $250,000 asset. So you give people money that have a $250,000 asset, you probably don't need to go liquidate your coin. You go airdrop a lot of money to the general public, they're going to liquidate. However, they airdrop this to people that already kind of have some wealth. I mean, do you agree? And you have this proposition where you have the metaverse coming out, but this could just be one of those slowly die out where you drop down to $10 and then $8 and then $6 and then $4 and then $2. And then just over the course of time, as the functionality that you were promised never come out or under deliver, then the value of the token will essentially fade out. And that's where I think it's going to go. And who knows? You know what? They have a very polarizing brand. You have the CryptoPunks. You have Bored Apes. You have all their other.
I think it's ahead of CryptoPunks as far as branding and recognition.
Yeah, but they're all owned by the same person or the same company. The Animoca brand. So anyways, they own that ecosystem. So theoretically, you could have the metaverse where you have all these different NFT brands or lines all interacting in one space. So I mean, I could see it. But the thing is even if they deliver on this promise, it would not come to fruition for at least 3 years. I mean, how long does it takes usually 5 to 6 years to build a video game. And if you're going to build an entire immersive world where you're supposed to go in and interact and have all these different brands out there, like that is not going to happen in 2-3 years. So am I going to hold ApeCoin for 4 years?
Yes.
No.
You know why? Sir Babe, smart man. He said, follow the money. ApeCoin holders have money. Simple as that.
Well, they didn't create this money. They got airdropped.
Don't matter. They got airdropped the money. And why do you think none of them sold it?
Yeah, and also
because they're sitting on 500K.
And also look at Vitalik Buterin's Ethereum wallet. He has nothing besides airdrops. So just because he gets airdropped, he has money. He gets airdropped 1 million poo-poo tokens, and
we'll follow his money then.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what else we got. We have. I can't believe it. Elon buys Twitter. Freaking stupid. Terra Luna up 4%. $94. how high do you think Terraluna can go in the next 3 months, Robin? You think it can get to 180, 200?
Next 2 months? No.
I don't think so either.
I think its pump and all-time highs is where it's going to be. I think that it reached its all-time highs and it's going to consolidate for a while. So I don't see it getting back up there until maybe a couple of years.
So after Theta, the next deep dive is going to be Thorchain Rune. So big shout out to HP for helping put this deep dive together. Script is almost finished. We're going to film that in the next couple of days. That'll come out the following Wednesday, a week from this Wednesday. A lot of cool things. Well, first of all, the project is super cool, just to start with. You know, being able to cross-bridge swap without having to wrap any tokens. But on top of that, all the new stuff they're coming out with and the new integrations, it's going to be a great video. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. All right, let's move on to some metrics here. So I have DeFi Llama pulled up. And Rocco, you take my face away. So this is all the DeFi chains. And I'm going to go rank them over 1 month change. And we can see who's gaining traction, who's moving. Okay. Now, who's who? No one knows. But they're up 16,000% as far as total value locked on their DeFi platform over the last month. Conflux, heard that a few times. They're up 5,200%. Look at number 3, Polkadot. Over the last month, 933% change in total value locked. 3.84 million, which is absolutely nothing. 3 protocols on their chain. That's why I've been saying Polkadot, when it goes, it's going to go. It's going to get moving and it's going to absolutely explode. Look at number 4, Near Protocol, up 150% over the last month. Almost 10% just in the last 7 days. And that one's got 36 protocols running on their chain and over $1.7 billion in total value locked. And then as we keep going down, we have BitTorrent, Songbird, which one of our community members is asking about that. But if you go to total value locked and rank it by that, obviously ETH is number 1. Terraluna, we looked at this about a month and a half ago. It was at 22 billion. We're sitting at over 30 now. Binance Smart Chain coming in at number 3. And then Avalanche, Solana rounding out the top 5. Phantom has dropped. So Phantom was in the top 5 for a while. It is now out of the top 5. So you can kind of see, you know, Sir Babe said it, follow the money. Well, here you go. Follow the money. Polkadot, Near Protocol, absolutely exploding. Where's Cardano on this? Let's check. Cardano, if we rank it by 1 month change, highest to lowest, Cardano is sitting at, you guys, if you see it before me, Rocco, let me know.
You know, speaking of Cardano is here, pull up my laptop real quick.
Robin, I thought we agreed this is my segment.
No, I'm just
Kidding. Cardano's at number 87.
So to back up your Cardano, I know you're gonna look up Cardano. So Cardano to increase block size by 10% today, speeding up transactions and DApp performances. So this is one of their significant milestones here. What do you think?
Is this part of Hydra or the Vassal hard fork?
This is not a hard fork. This is just
Okay.
I guess you would call it soft fork or.
I just feel like smart contracts just need to come in for Cardano.
What?
I'm kidding, of course.
I
think we need more adoption of Cardano. So it's happening. Developers are building. It's just.
You think this 10% speed up? You think this is going to bring a FOMO in, or you think it's going to change anything?
No, I feel like Charles is kind of like you in a sense. He overanalyzes everything. Like, bro, at some point, launch it. Just fucking launch it. I'm not saying do what Solana did, but like. We have to have 7,500 peers review.
What do you think about the upcoming Vagisil hard fork?
The what? Vassal hard fork. What are you, 5? What is wrong with you, bro? Jesus Christ. Now the women are going. Ladies, I'm sorry for my 5-year-old co-host's inappropriate commenter. By the way, have you ever had to pick up feminine products for your significant other at the store?
Yeah, I got no shame in it, bro.
Yeah,
I literally will ask questions. Like that's where you and I differ. I'd be like, hey,
So is this good for?
so my wife's been in the restroom for about 20 minutes this morning. What do you recommend? The big ones or the little ones? Like, what direction should I go here?
Stupid. All right, let's get back to some metrics. All right, so next metric I want to show you. This is the NUPL, NUPL, net unrealized profit versus loss. So there's two numbers. The first number is the price of Bitcoin. The second number is their metrics. So what this tells us, if we zoom in here, we look over here, which is where we're at right now. Hurry up and load. At this very end. So the NUPL is sitting at 0.387. What that tells us is only 38% of Bitcoin's total market cap is currently in profit, unrealized profit. So, and as you go, you can see the colors here change. So if I zoom back out on the entirety of this metric here, you can see when we're in the red, we are at significant loss in coins held, unrealized loss. And this is the capitulation phase. And you can see it starts to move back up, and so does the price. It's directly correlated. When we're at the top end of this, like right here at the very, very top back in 2011, we're at 85% of all Bitcoin were in profit, unrealized profit. If you're not familiar with realized and unrealized, realized profit is when you actually sell your coins and take money and put it in your bank. Unrealized profit is if your coins are not sold, but you've made money on it, but you haven't realized it yet. It was at 85, and then you saw a big downturn. So what this metric essentially tells us, are people, when it gets up to this euphoria phase, this purple phase, where 80, 90% of all Bitcoin on market cap is in unrealized profit, people are going to start taking profits. So what happens when people start taking profit and sell off, price starts to dip. Now, the opposite is true as well. So right now, we're at 38%. Robin, do you think 38%, is that a good number in terms of price going up, or is that a bad number? And my thinking behind this is that enough Bitcoin at a loss that people are just going to say, screw it, I'm just going to hold on to it? Or is that towards more of the middle point where people are like, I'd rather cut my losses now and I'll buy back when it dips down more?
Well, so what's your question? You think it's
so like where we're at right now? So 39%. Okay, 39% of all Bitcoin is in unrealized profit. So more is in unrealized loss. Is that enough of a percentage of unrealized
to hold
profit or loss for people to hold, or are they going to be like
until they break even?
Right.
Yeah. No, I don't
kind of a
think.
Confusing question, but
Yeah, I knew what you were trying to ask. I just didn't know how to answer this in the way. Anyways, I don't think it's going to fundamentally change anything. I think right now your unrealized loss, and even in the show, not too long ago, your unrealized gains weren't too far off from each other. So I think the people that were in profit, or the people that are in profit now, majority of those people got exposure to Bitcoin more recently. So they're going to hodl. And they're going to hodl because they haven't reached their price target. Or they're just maybe long-term hodls forever. But either way, the people that are going to sell, that accumulated, that are in profit, are probably looking to get higher returns. And the same is going to be said for the people that are in loss right now. They don't really want to sell. Not to say that people aren't going to sell, because people do. People get tired. People over leverage themselves, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? I gotta liquidate because I need my cash back." And it's just I didn't have my cash set aside for a long-term investment. So which is something you should always practice. You should not invest anything that you're not ready to remove. Everybody always says lose, but people always forget that you might need access to that money. And if you need access to that money, you got to sell. Yep. So, I think on both ends, I think without having the big volatility, with us trading sideways, I don't think people are going to liquidate, and I don't think people are going to buy either. So I think right now, while we're in this little channel of 36 to 49,000 basically, where I think, I'm saying this channel will be, I think this is going to play out till October or November. And I think you're going to get breakouts on either side, but it's going to return back to the channel. And so that's where I think we're going to be at. And if that's the case, I don't see any big sell-offs or any big acquisitions. I think with volatility comes more people entering and exiting the market. So there you go.
Robin, change the thumbnail. Bitcoin's over 40,000. All right, one more thing I want to talk about. I'm going to use Crypto Stackers Pro. If you like charts, if you enjoy entry points, exit points, you got to use Crypto Stackers Pro. I'm working on getting an affiliate link so we can get a little bit of money when you guys sign up. So full disclosure. So I got Cardano pulled up here. Okay, so what we're going to do first is I want to throw on the margin pressure level. Let's throw the top on right here. No, not that one. Let's throw the top on right here. So we're going to do our local high and a local low. Okay. And then we're going to throw on these Sensa levels. I'm going to throw it on September right here. Where you go? Right there. Bam. And then we're also going to throw on the local high here. Let's get rid of these. So this essentially measures risk to reward of the current price if you were to enter. So you can see here, going all the way back to February of last year, this 3-to-1 long level, right? So if you enter Cardano in at 83 cents, your risk to reward is 3-to-1. So for every $1 you put up in Cardano, you should earn $3 back at these levels. Going back to February, here you go. Here, and although it didn't touch all the way, it got pretty close. Here again, we dipped under.
Stop the presses. Twitter just got bought by Elon.
It did?
Yeah, that's why Bitcoin just pumped.
What?
We have.
They approved it?
It's confirmed, bro.
Twitter accepted Elon Musk's bid to take over the company, giving the world's richest man control over the. We are the champions, Elon Musk.
So NASDAQ just went up 0.5%. Bitcoin just went up 1.5%.
Damn.
Twitter is now owned by Elon Muskie.
He's taking that thing private, though. So.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I'm digging it, bro. I'm digging it. You know, he's a very erratic. Can you imagine having so much fucking money? $45 billion. Wow.
So Twitter's board accepted billionaire Elon Musk's offer to buy a social media company and take it private. So they are in agreement that it's going to be a private company now. So no longer do they need to disclose all of their earnings and decisions for the roadmap. The announcement ends a week-long saga.
Do you think Max Kaiser will continue to say, fuck Elon?
So here's the interesting thing, and if you could find the thread, and we'll end on this.
But I wasn't done.
Oh, yeah, we'll get back to your Cardano.
I'm just kidding. I'm done.
Okay.
So what I was trying to say is right now you're at 3-to-1 risk to reward by Cardano, not a financial advisor.
Okay, 3-to-1 risk reward on Cardano. We're from Sin City Crypto in Las Vegas, so we
love
our odds.
Your boy DFib said Ada's doo-doo, so I just want to throw that out there.
It's okay.
He'll
come around.
He'll come around.
You know, some of the best coffee comes from guano, which is also known as bat boo-boo.
Okay. All right.
Or no, it's not bat. It's monkey.
So
monkey
check this
poo-poo.
out. So Elon Musk tweeted, "I hope that even my worst critics remain on Twitter because that is what free speech means." Yes. Elon Musk, baby. I just blew the speakers out. I don't care. Your boy pumped. Go ahead, Robin.
No, I'm just gonna keep talking about this. So there was a thread between Michael Saylor and Elon Musk, and he basically said that Michael Saylor's on this thing where he's like, "Hey, man, let people get an orange or a green check mark or whatever it is. Basically, pay
just a real human.
Yeah, just pay." Or do KYC, pay a subscription, put a deposit down. I like the deposit thing, where basically you put $20 in, and if you decide you cancel it, you get your $20 back. But you providing $20 prevents the creation of millions or billions of accounts that in turn go flood whatever, go flood people's inboxes. And the reason that this whole take it private thing was even on the table, or why it's enticing, is because when you're a publicly traded company, Netflix is the best example. Netflix subscriptions went down, and in turn, their stock went down. So they're incentivized to have these numbers. They're incentivized to say, hey, look how many users we have. Look how many new signups we have. And the same can be said with Twitter. And if you all of a sudden cancel all the bot subscriptions, all of those accounts, now you're like, yo, only so many people are using Twitter, your user count is down, your company's failing. And so if you're private, none of that matters. You can remove all the bots. You don't need to need to explain yourself. Hey, we removed 500 million bots accounts, or fake accounts, and in doing so, our stock dropped. So that no longer is on the table. So what's up?
Russell said, "SEC, you're next to be bought." That shit was so funny. Let's end on that. We gotta get ready for ATP.
Hey guys, we'll be on Around the Blockchain later. So if you haven't got enough Sin City crypto in your life and you want a little bit more,
come support your boy, Big Rob.
Come support Big Rob in 1 hour and 56 minutes. 1 hour and 56
Jinx,
minutes.
you owe me a Coca-Cola.
And
roll the outro music, Mr. Producer.
Yeah.
My friends, it was a beautiful Monday today. I hope you guys are vibing with the show.
Hey,
we were vibing.
When you pop up and Around the Blockchain, drop a hola.
Yes, drop a hola. And when Robin's talking, +1, +1, +1, blah, 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 blah. On behalf of myself, Robin and Rocco, we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys at Around the Blockchain. We'll see you tomorrow, 10:30 in Vegas time. Peace.
I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. I got 16 missed calls on my phone. Times change, Mickey D turn into Rabuchon. Kick my feet up, drink leader, smoke on a new strong. Couple margaritas, senoritas, I goof off. Smoking on the island, say she wanna ride with me. Took her on a flight, said all her bags from Italy. I sent her with a friend, they shopping there religiously. Whoa, whoa, yeah. You say she love me, but that's when she rockin' Prada bag. Said she ready for the next step, whoa, not so fast. Slow down, slow down, slow down, girl, don't you crash. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Cause we can mess up that pretty face, but we can fuck up that pretty lace. Tryna kiss up, I'm in your place. Man, this shit so crazy. Never thought I'd be doing shit like this again. Put that effort in, girl, then I repay you. Crash that thing out the park, now I feel like Babe Ruth, baby. This shit I can't do, baby. No, I can't move, baby. Nothing I can't